Hey guys, Sean here, doing things. Today I am going to show you guys how I make my homemade sourdough discard crackers. Kids and family go nuts over them. I've made them a bunch of times. I'm going to show you how. All right, so first thing we are going to start with 1 cup sourdough discard. I usually will leave it out just so it gets to like room temp. So I don't want to, typically don't want to just take it right out of the fridge and use it. You can, but I typically will let it sit out a little bit just to be closer temperature-wise. And then after that, we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of melted butter. So this is actually a 2 tablespoon spoon, so that's 2, and I'll do about halfway on the next. We got 3. Then just mix this up real good. And now we want to preheat the oven to 350, get that part started. All right, and then you just take that mixture. I got a cookie sheet pretty much here, lined it with parchment paper. Pour this right on top. And then what you're gonna wanna do is just spread this real thin, and I will time lapse this for you guys. All right, so once that is spread nice and thin, what I do is I put a coating, some cheese over the top of it. You can really pick whatever kind you want there. So I'm gonna do a little bit of Parmesan and then another, just like a softer cheese there. And then I top it off with some Celtic salt. So I'll show you what that looks like.
All right. And they're having cassava?
All right, so after 10 minutes, what I do is I take it out and I hit it with a pizza cutter just to get that initial cut and breaking. Definitely easier to do it after it cooks for a little while. And then once we hit this, we're gonna put it back in for about 20 minutes. A lot of it's gonna be dependent on your pan that you're cooking on, because obviously you want it to be crispy like a cracker. If it ends up being too soft, what will happen a lot of the time is the center part will be a little bit thicker once it's spread out. So usually what ends up happening is the edges will be nice and crispy. I'll take those off and then I'll bake them again for a little bit more time. So I'm gonna put these back in and set a timer for another 20 minutes. All right, so just finishing up the 20 minutes. And I just took a quick sneak peek. Oh boy, and they are looking good. Don't think that they'll need much time, maybe just some of the ones in the middle. But you can see, as I said, a lot of them on the edges will really start to crisp, but they got that good, ooh, burn. Good crisp to them, or they'll crack and break apart. So I'm gonna let these cool down just a little bit. I'll take off all the crispy ones, and then I'll throw in the ones that are still soft for just a little more bake time. All right, so put them in for another quick 5 minutes. I guess 5 minutes can only be so quick. But these are gonna be nice and crispy now here. And then these are the ones that I pulled before. You can see good crisp, good crunch. These ones here were just a little bit thicker, so I wanted to let them sit just a little bit longer. But the kids love them. I've done a bunch of different styles. I've done everything bagel. I have done just salt and cheese, as you just saw there. I've done a bunch of different things with different seasonings, but I'd love to know if you guys are gonna try these and check these out yourself. If you are, let me know what kind you are going to make and your thoughts around them. They are gone quicker in my house than it takes to make them, and it only took about 30 minutes start to finish. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Definitely like it if you did. If you want to see more stuff like this, definitely subscribe below. And I'll see you guys next time when Sean does things.